All right, everybody, Big Beardy back again, and I haven't done a video for about a week because I've been busy trying to get stuff sorted with this whole coronavirus and everything. So I'm doing a video now, just talking about what I think is going on and what we can sort of expect going forward in the next weeks and months. One thing I do want to say is I'm looking at going to be dropping a video pretty much every day going forward for the next 2-3 weeks, as obviously there's not a lot going on with we're all in lockdown sort of thing. And I'm going to try and get as much information out to you guys as possible. I'm going to do stuff about, obviously the work we do, maybe some different stuff out there as well. But I want to drop one sort of every day, more to keep my sanity going and give me something to do. And just so I have a long list of videos I wanted to do, and I've sort of been trying to get them done, and this gives me a good excuse to do it. So I will be throwing out videos as probably one a day for the next 2-3, as long as we're on lockdown really, and past that hopefully. So first of all, I just want to say, I actually haven't been running for a few days for this week at all. I've got my wife's got some underlying health issues. I didn't want her to get this thing. So I sort of made the decision that I was going to self-isolate to protect her and protect my family. And that's something I felt like I've had to do. Obviously, we're all in different situations. We're all, there's people out there I know are running. I hope it's going well. There's people out there I know are self-isolating for quite a while. Good on you. Well done. But you've got to do what's best for you and your family. And obviously, I strongly recommend, if you're not already, listen to the government guidelines. We've got to try and protect everyone out there, especially the elderly, and that's the whole point of this. Is if I get this coronavirus, I'm pretty sure I'll breeze through it. I'm a big bloke. I'm healthy. I'll be all right. But if my gran got it or my mum got it, they would really struggle. So that's why I'm sort of banging on to people. Just stop, self-isolate. Listen to what Boris is saying, because he's actually, him and his advisors are giving the right advice, and let's do it. And also, I think this is a massive conspiracy, to be honest, because the day after the lockdown came into effect, Disney Plus started. So, and Disney rule the world. They do. They rule everything. So it's all Disney. That's what it is. No, I'm only messing. So, what do I think is going to happen and going forward and everything? First of all, to all the people who are looking to get into the industry, don't do it now. Right? It's just, there's too much uncertainty. No one knows what's going to happen in the coming weeks and months. You're going to see, I think there's going to be a few people that are really hit by this, and they might not survive it as businesses and whatnot. So definitely not the right time to start a business, and definitely not the right time to start this. And that goes for any business really, not just in our industry, because it's not just our industry that's in it, it's everyone. If it was just our industry, then there'll be big problems. But I think because everyone's in it, we're all going to come out at the other end. We're all in the same boat. But if you are looking to get started, wait until this is all blown over. There's no point jumping in and then going, oh, there's no work. Well, there's no work because we're all in lockdown. So the same goes, well, not the same, but if you have bought yourself a van, you've got the insurance, you're ready to rock, you haven't actually started getting the jobs yet, but it's just awful timing for you. I feel sorry for anyone who's done that. Nothing worse than spending all that money, you're ready to rock, and then worldwide pandemic slows you right in your tracks. So I feel for you guys if you're in that situation. I'm just going to have a little sip. But what can you do? Sometimes you just got to roll with the punches, and that's what we're all doing. I think it's going to be really difficult the next few weeks and months. I really do. I can see this really affecting our industry, every industry, for the next 2 months. So what is it now? We're end of March, April. So end of May, beginning of June, that's when I think things will start looking again back to normal. It could be longer, though. They've already been speaking about possibly having schools off till September, which is crazy. That's like half a year. So, this isn't going to go away overnight. We have to, sit tight, work through it. But like I said, I don't think we're going to see any real normality back until the beginning of June, end of May is when I think things will really start getting back to the way they are. Hopefully, I'm hoping, I'm praying, not just for me, but for everyone. But when I think it does come back, I think we will have a bit of a bounce back. I think there is going to be you know, there's going to be a lot of companies going back to work at the same time, and that means there's going to be a lot of stuff that needs moving at the same time. So I think when we do come out the other end of this, that we will have a period of hopefully quite good prosperity and plenty of work. And also, there's going to be companies that will disappear. It's just the nature of it. So there might be a little bit less competition. You know, for the ones that carry on doing it, that's great. But for the ones that haven't been able to, I feel sorry for anyone who's really had to suffer like that. And, you know, it might happen to all of us. You know, this could go on for years. I don't think it will. But, you know, like I always say, you've got to hope for the best, plan for the worst. That's how you get through stuff like this. So, yeah, it's all going to be crazy. But I think when we get to the other end, there will be plenty of work around at that point. And then we can really start making some money. We've just got to get through it. And it's not going to be easy. Another thing I've heard a lot of people talk about, and it's something I've noticed as well, and I think it's just something we're going to have to work through, is getting paid on time. I did a video literally I think it was about 2 weeks ago, about how to chase money, and that I'm never really in a situation where I'm owed any money, and it's just so happened that in this last week, 2 shippers who have never been late paying me have been late paying me. Not by long, but it's an indication. It sort of says, oh, you know, we're struggling. And they will be, because the people who are paying them, they're struggling. And the people who are paying them, they're struggling. So it's, like I said, it's not just us. We're in a big boat with everyone in it, and everyone's struggling. So I think you just need to be aware that the payments you might think are coming at the end of the month, they might be delayed. Which is a real kick in the teeth. I've got lots of money that's meant to be coming through at the end of the month, and I'm sort of like, I need that money myself, and I'm a little bit worried that I might not hit when I want it to hit. So be aware of that. Be very aware of that. It's just, it's all crazy. Everything's gone crazy. The world's gone nuts. So, like I said, it's going to be hard. We're going to get through it, but there are tough times ahead. So we've got to sort of buckle down. One thing that people have talked to me about is what we do essential work. Someone asked me with the whole, you can drive to work if necessary. The way I see it is, yes, you know, our job is to drive to work. We cannot work from home, and I don't think the government want people not to work. So I think we are all right to go out. Correct me if I'm wrong. This, you know, there might be a meeting tonight, and that might change. But anyone who's thinking that you can't work, I think if you have got work, you can do it. You know, I've just seen a Hermes driver drive past me, delivering parcels. I wouldn't really say that's essential. You know, it's not like he's delivering groceries. So if they're able to work, I can't see why we're not doing what we do. And especially if it's a job for the NHS or something like that, obviously you can do that. So I wouldn't worry about getting pulled over and getting fined for working. You're allowed to work. I think the guidelines are more, don't go outside unless you really have to. Well, if your job is driving, you sort of have to. So don't worry about that. I wouldn't, at this moment in time. That might all change. We've seen in Italy and Spain, they started off at a level, and then they said, right, you can't do this now. Now you can't do this. Now you can't. And that might happen the worst. It might be in a week's time. They're like, right, you are not allowed to leave the house unless you have to go to the shops or have to get medication. We're not at that point yet, but it might get there. So just be really aware of that. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like I said, there seems to be a lot less work around. It's expected at this moment in time. My regular customers, I've spoken to them. None of them have got anything going out. So that was one of the main reasons why I thought, actually, I'm just going to stay at home. Look after my family. I haven't got that regular work from 2 or 3 customers of mine. So it's like, well, and you've got to think, if you are going to get a job, and it's all about planning your day and thinking what works best for you. But if you are going to get a job, are you going to get a job home? If it's not local, like I'm here in Norfolk, if I get a job from Norfolk going to Manchester, no guarantee I'm going to get anything going near Norfolk. There never usually is, to be honest. It's usually dead. But you've got to think, if I do get a job, do I do the dead miles? Do I want to do the dead miles? Or would I rather just stay at home and be safe? So It's just so crazy out there at the moment. I wish I could give better advice or more advice on what people should be doing, but it's all sort of individual situations, you know. If you've got work and you can get back and you're happy with that and you've got no one that relies on you, like, and you're not living with elderly people, then get out there and work, I'd say. But if you're not, if you know, like me, I've got people that rely on me at home. I've got my wife who's got underlying health issues. I've got my kids. I don't really want to put them at risk, so I haven't. But it's up to you and how you think things are going and what you need to do. I hope everyone gets through this. I really do. I hope everyone gets through, because it's affecting us financially more than anything. I think in our community, like, it's the old people it seems to be taken out, which is really sad. So we've got to protect them. But we will get through it. And, you know, it's going to be one of those, in 10 years' time, we're going to be like, remember that year we had the coronavirus? How mental that was. So hopefully we'll get to that point. But just keep on chugging along. If you want me to do a video, like I said, I'm going to be doing videos every day for the next few weeks to keep my sanity going. If there's anything you want me to do a video on in particular, I'll do a video on that. And I'll get them out, like I said, every day. I might do 2 a day. You never know. If I get that bored, you know, there's only so many games of Monopoly you can play. But just everyone there, please take care out there. Please look after yourselves. Please look after your loved ones. And do what the government says. You know, this is serious. It is taking people out, and we don't want that. And like I said, I'm going to keep you updated on what I'm doing, and get some more videos out there. But please be safe out there. Have a great day, and hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit brighter than it is right now. Okay, take it easy, and I'll speak to you all again soon.